Hi everyone, I'm now going to show you how to wash a mannequin that you've been practicing your color applications on. I did a root touch up in my previous video, and so you can see the acrylic paint that's in there. If you want to know how I kind of made a fake hair color, then make sure to watch that video. I'll put the link below. Now, this goes the same as washing a regular mannequin, same rules. You can't have the water too hot or too cold. I've already adjusted this temperature. So I'm going to hold my client and I'm going to wet the hair all over. So this has been dried overnight. I really wanted to be able to prove that you can wash this stuff out properly because students seem to think that it's impossible sometimes. Make sure to test the water as often as needed. I'm going over the entire hairline and I'm actually putting the water against the head. So the nozzle against the head. This is actually going to take most of your product off. Would I do this to a client? Absolutely. It feels absolutely awesome to have your scalp totally cleaned in this way. So I'm making sure to test my temperature. So if you're doing this on a client, maybe don't be quite as messy as I am here. Don't get it on your client's face, however. And I'm just moving the mannequin as needed. So most of the product is actually off already, but one thing you need to do, so I expect every student in my class to do this, is you do need to shampoo it out. You can't just leave it like this. It will get very, very crunchy. When you're washing color out a real client's hair, the nape of the neck and the crown area is the hardest to clean. There's many times as a stylist that you end up at your chair and realize that you have to rinse your client's hair out again. And that's if you're not cleaning the bottom enough or around here or even the top. So I'm actually looking, you can still see a little bit right there, but most of it is actually off. So I'm going to use a shampoo. Now, you can't use friction with your mannequins. That's extremely important. It doesn't act like human hair anymore, even if it is a human hair mannequin. It doesn't quite act like it anymore. It's missing the cuticle layer, which takes 20% of the overall strength. The elasticity is affected. That's why it can break and mat. So you can see that I'm kind of rubbing the scalp a bit, but almost like petting it through the hair. I know it sounds weird. It's like really you're petting your mannequin, just kind of looking through. So I've got a little bit of paint right here. So I'm making sure to rub that off. So I'm making sure to remove the paint on the mannequin, on the scalp, without actually matting the hair. So you want to take a look, make sure that you're doing a good job. With a client, you can't exactly remove their head and do this, but I promise it's a lot easier on a human head. So see how I'm not using that friction movement up and down, like you don't want to be scratching at the scalp. Your client doesn't need that. We're not trying to remove oils and we don't need it to be a great massage experience. We just need to make sure that the stuff is removed from the scalp. So now I'm going to rinse that all off. And I'm still going to put it against the head just in case there's any product that I missed. Again, do a better job if you're like washing a client's hair. And I just don't want to use friction. So I'm letting the water do that. Another thing that some people do is they don't put enough power onto it and they kind of just let the water drizzle. That's not going to help it. You almost need that strength to kind of blast the hair color off. So at this point, you can use some conditioner on the ends. I'm going to do that. You could also choose not to do that and just use a spray-in conditioner, whatever you want to use, or if you're in a classroom, whatever your teacher tells you to use. But I'm going to use the conditioner myself. Now again, don't use friction. I'm just going to kind of squeeze the water out. And then I'm going to wrap the hair with the towel and just kind of squeeze it dry. No matter what, 100% you need to comb out the hair before putting it away. If you have time during class, then what you can do is comb it and then you want to at least fluff dry it because even with combing it, it's going to dry kind of greasy and crusty. So you want to at least dry it and then it will be ready for you for the next time you practice a hair color application. Hope you found this video helpful. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you like it and subscribe.